started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say...
Oh, look out. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Running behind that left side. Got room at the 35. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Offense getting set for first down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you can tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Alabama pushing the tempo. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these are big for the resume.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Off he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown time. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And they did tack on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Then they'll line up from the 31 on first down. At the 45 on his way. And he's running in the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bama!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
We just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He tries to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer.
He lobs one high down the left side. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Alabama! And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Going to the running game. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking for a man. It's Walters. Looking left. And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense. Second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. Not sure what it is, but he's going for it close to his own end zone. Keeps the play going. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game.
And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And they will score! Touchdown, Crimson Tide! The mantra is always finish. They're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
To the air, it's Walters. Makes the grab down the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Quarterback extends the play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. They're trying to get to it. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going up top. Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. Oh, he was hoping for the pick six. Instead, he got it down to the 16-yard line.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They move the tight end all over. Looking to pass. It's Walters. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Slams ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. San Jose State has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Old Spartan Stadium. They're up by 7 over Nevada. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again and you'll...
Lets it fly. He's got it on the left. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Wants to fire on second down. He rifles one deep down the right side.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the...
He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Back to pass, it's Walters. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads it downfield. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Rolls onto the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. Off play action. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Going to the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Fourth down.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. 29 Philly. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Coming after it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. Oh, the big fella's gathering steam. Touchdown time. The defense with the scoop and score. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You got to stop turning the football over.
Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. Better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He wants to throw it again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI, and as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. They'll give it to him again. Shakes off the tackle. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into. And when he caught it, making him feel you.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Going up top on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on him. Put a guy in the middle of the field who's really fast that has the ability to go get that guy when he takes off in situations like this.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the...
Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. There he goes to the right. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
The kick coverage team was ready and in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take a knee in the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jess. Oh, he wants it all. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline and run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. 1st down for this offense. He'll ride his man on the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Now on 2nd down. Pulls it fired complete. Open space at the 25. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Quickly to the tight end. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Walters. He wants to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. This one's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Alabama 49, Michigan 20.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Movement here from the tight end. The aerial assault continues. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game of where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
With the grab and the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 4 over Illinois. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. At the 35, he's open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
He lofts one down the sideline. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the beatdown has ensued. They push that lead out. A really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Yeah, salt enter wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off play action on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. He hauls it in and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense has struggled and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The lone back's got it. Across the 25, he's got room. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On second down, just keeps firing. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll avoid the tackle on the slide. Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
This is so a Jesse Palmer. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Wolverines! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. And he's knocked down.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Hey, that's a live ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The corners are walked up tight. They'll try to get outside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, you had to take a shot. You got to make something happen. Somebody has to make a play and to get back in this ball game down a couple of scores. And now the defense has to come out, make some kind of miracle happen, maybe score, and then you got to kick and get an onside. A lot of things have to go right from here on in.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to run it. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, the good news on that play is the quarterback was able to scramble, go pick up the first down with the lead late in the game. Bad news is, though, you just love them to stay in bounds, to get this clock started sooner so you can bleed more of it off. That's just a coachable moment moving forward of having a better understanding of the situation in-game.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's not afraid to go deep. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw